Hello, Stampers! Welcome to Daily Dose of Stamping Therapy. For some reason, the all caps was on when I was typing that, so I'm shouting at you, all of you. Let's get on and chat and stamp together because this is Daily Dose of Stamping Therapy. It is Wednesday, right? Honestly, I'm really struggling with the days of the week this week. I am not sure why. I'm still kind of feeling like every day is 2 days. So like in the afternoon, I feel like it's already the next day. So by the evening, I'm thinking it's the next day. So yeah, I felt like it's Wednesday for the past 3 days. And I think today it's actually Wednesday. So here we are. It's Wednesday. And we are stamping Christmas stuff. I know, so crazy. It feels super weird to do, but you know what? We're in a weird time right now, and everything is weird. So why not stamp Christmas in April? Hi, Dana. Hi, Sue. Welcome. So, like I said, I've been doing past kits or leftovers or things like that on these Daily Dose of Stamping Therapy because I'm kind of cleaning up and going through all of those with you guys. And then, of course, on a whole nother spectrum, when I get off of here, then I'm always working on the latest projects and stuff. So what I have going on over here is all Mother's Day fun. So yeah, it's kind of crazy to feel like I'm literally stamping all year long, like in one day or 1 week or whatever it is. So it's been so awesome to get these kits cleaned up and feel like I'm, making some progress and cleaning up my stamp room and getting them done because I've always seen them sitting there and I've always wanted to do them. I just, I didn't really have the time and it wasn't always the first thing that I was working on. And with stamp classes and stuff, then it wasn't the only thing I was working on. So now that I am dedicating every day to stamping with you guys on Daily Dose of Stamping Therapy, it's giving me a chance to stamp on that stuff because yeah, it's fun and therapeutic, and we'll see how therapeutic this is when I try to stamp this tree on an already punched out tree. Thank goodness for photopolymer, am I right? If not, I'll just get out some more cardstock and stamp and punch. But this is what was already ready. Oh, I nailed it. Can you see the plaid? It's like perfectly lined up. I'm so proud of myself. So if you guys are tuning in, oh my gosh, I'm so off on this one. I think it was backwards. Like you can tell, see how the stamp is out? Yeah, the tree is backwards. But you know what that means is I can just flip it over and stamp it again. Oh, that was funny. It didn't really look right, but I still decided to go with it. But that's kind of my style of stamping, is to just kind of wing it. I sometimes feel like the more I try and focus and like I get too intense, then I end up messing it up. And if I just kind of wing it and just go with it, then it's better, but that one wasn't. Hi, Debbie. Welcome. So this one I'm going to do again. So I'm just going to get some shaded spruce cardstock. And my tree punch. Welcome from Michigan. How is your weather up there? So I'm going to use the tree punch, but this time I'm going to stamp first and then I'm going to punch it out. It is gorgeous and like hot actually here in Illinois. It is, the last I saw it was like 77, but I think it's supposed to get up to 80 today. And I don't know what the real feel is, but I cannot wait to go outside and soak up some sunshine later. So a lot of times so Claire went out this morning with her daddy for a walk while I got some work done, and we'll go out after nap time too. We've been doing a lot of yard work and things outside as well. So trying to do that while watching a toddler isn't always easy, but we're still making progress, I guess, on the yard work. We're pretty much ripping out everything. It's also not moving along super fast because we don't have all the tools, as we just bought a house. And before we didn't need these kind of tools, so we didn't have them. So yeah, we're like slowly, like we bought some big loppers to cut things down. And right now, in my head, phase 1 of the cutting down is complete with the phase 1. We still need to dig out like all the root system and everything from everything that we cut down and everything else. Totally like are finding, it's like the lady before us had a bush, the bush died, and so she just planted another bush right next to it. And so there's just oodles and oodles of chaos in these flower beds and areas. So we're ripping, the phase 1 we're ripping out and making it into yard. And then phase 2 will be, I'm not really sure what we're going to move into phase 2. We just know we can't do it all in 1 year. So we're kind of working on it as we go along. And yes, that came in so handy. We, yes, like Home Depot, Lowe's, us. I mean, not anymore, obviously. But yeah, we've spent so much money there since we bought a house. It's crazy. I always kind of wondered what people did at Home Depot all the time. And now I know. Because I'm there too. So yeah, it's nuts. And thank you again so much, Sue. That was amazing. I miss you guys so much. All of our walk-in group. I walked with a fabulous group of ladies on Wednesdays. And between bad weather and crazy schedules and quarantine, we haven't walked in forever. I swear the next time we walk, we're going to have to walk for like 3 days just so that we can get caught up on everybody's lives and everything going on and stuff like that. So here we have our fabulous little pieces. There's 2 to this set. So it's always easier to make cards in multiples. So anytime you're making cards, if you're making like one at a time and you're like, it takes me forever, then like have no fear, because making multiples always goes faster than making a whole bunch of individual cards. Yes, rah for sure. So here is the finished card. And then I'm going to put some bling. I don't think I have any bling that was like set aside with the kit. But I think I'm going to put some bling on the tree to make it look like little... Oh, hold on, my eye is dying. To make it look like little ornaments. So I think I'm going to go with silver, just because I feel like silver goes really well with navy. So I don't think I have any silver out. So I'm going to pull this one. So I'm going to go with little silver pearls. And I'm going to get my, well, here it is. Take your pick tool, because then I can just press on the side of this and place it down. Now the hard thing is figuring out how many of these little silver jewels I want, because I'm probably going to overdo it. I think I'm going to kind of do like a zigzag and call it a day. But then I feel like one needs to go in the middle. Oh, and then one needs to go there. See, this is what happens. Okay, one more. And I'm stopping at that. Although I feel like one needs to go in the middle there, but I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it because if I do, then I'm going to find out that one more needs to go in another spot and another spot, and then boom, my whole tree is going to be filled with so many ornaments it's going to fall over and die. Which, by the time Christmas comes, this tree will have died. If it was actually in my living room. Okay, so now we have 2 fabulous Christmas cards done. I am not going to know what to do this coming Christmas because normally I just get rid of all of my old Christmas cards. I send out all of them and like literally like give them away to local, you know, nursing homes or something like that. But now that I'm like making them this year, then I'm going to actually have Christmas cards ready already, and I'm not going to know what to do with that. But who knows what will be going on this coming fall, so I'm just going to take it one day at a time and feel like I'm ahead right now and go from there because, like I said, we don't know what's going to be going on in the coming months anymore. And maybe I'll be super thankful for this, or maybe I'll just have more to donate to share the love with others. So, of course, one of the questions every day for Daily Dose of Stamping Therapy is, what is everybody having for supper? So, let me know what you're having for supper. I need some ideas because we're having chicken again. And this one uses this fun stamp set. So, we're going to be, you can always sell you any excess cards. Girl, if you need cards, I have plenty to choose from right now. So if you're wanting cards, I would say just come on over. But I guess I can't really say that, can I? I can set them out on my porch and you can go through them and look at them if you would like. Because right now I have a ton. And so you have a nice variety of cards to choose from. So I'm going to stamp the background of Coastal Cabana with Coastal Cabana, and it's just little snowflakes. So I'm just filling in all around with snowflakes on the background. And let's be honest, whenever I'm doing random, it tends to be somewhat of triangle pattern. I really need a piece of scrap paper since I'm going to stamp off. One of the best ways to do backgrounds is to make sure that you're stamping off. Sounds good. I'll hook up with you, Sue. Is to stamp off the side of the cardstock so that it looks like your background is continuous and not just like right there in the center of the cardstock. So here we have our snowflake background and our second one. Don't forget, if you just can't get enough of me or need some more inspiration on something specific, you can always check out my blog, laurastamppad.com. You can also check me out on YouTube. My YouTube channel is Laura's Stamp Pad. And if you haven't seen all of my Daily Dose of Stamping Therapy, we are on week 3 now. So you can always go back and rewatch those and all the cards that I make during all of those Daily Dose of Stamping Therapy moments. So now we're just going to add a little bit of Flirty Flamingo and a nice little strip of red glimmer paper. Isn't that super gorgeous? Love, love, love it. So we're going to put the Flirty Flamingo down like towards the bottom, but not all the way on the bottom. And then we're just going to put the other one on. And the one is a little too long. So I'm just going to flip it over, use the back side as my guide, and trim down. And it's okay if that happens. A lot of times it happens because, I mean, everything, like it's 8.5 by 11, but there's always that little hair over or little hair less. So if you cut your first piece at 4 and the other part is just the rest of the cardstock, then that rest of the cardstock might not be 4 as well. It might be 4 and a hair. So that's where that comes in. So it's okay. I'm going to go ahead and run this along there because I don't feel like getting out my fine tip glue pen, even though it's going to make a mess on my table with glue because the glue is wider than the paper, but that's okay. And then this is actually just going to go on that bottom of the Flirty Flamingo. Oop, I pushed it. And it's a hair longer. There we go. Super, super cute. Okay, so then this one I'm actually going to bring in my scrap paper and do the adhesive on there. Because now I don't have that mess to clean up. It's just off on the paper. Are you guys all getting excited for Easter this week? I know I'm super excited. I'm trying to stay positive. Easter is one of my favorite holidays, and I'm trying to still celebrate it as much as we normally would. I'm sure Mass this weekend is going to be really odd because we're not actually going to be there. But the one thing that I will say I've been doing is I normally don't get to go to all of the festivities, if you want to call it, during the week of Holy Week. And since they're all online and I can do them anytime, then I am going to watch those online. So I'm kind of looking forward to that because like I said, I normally don't get, I don't get to go to all of the different masses during the week, and this week they're all online. If you don't have a church or something that you belong to but would still like to participate, I can always recommend some that I love. On YouTube, we have watched many times, especially through pregnancy and delivery and having a newborn baby when we weren't able to go to Mass all the time. Then we watched a channel called Daily TV Mass, and we really love them. They're out of Canada. And then, of course, my local church is doing Facebook Lives now, and that is St. Boniface Catholic Church. So if you want direct links because you can't find them, then just send me a message or comment below, and I can get you those links. So that is if you are interested in that. Of course, I'm not pushing any sort of religion or anything. I am simply sharing what I love. So there's a little bit there. So now here we get to test my stamping abilities again and try to stamp these on pre-cut snowmen. So, wish me luck. Yesterday I had Beth on here who said she was 95% certain I would nail it. I kind of need her confidence today. Ooh, I think I got this one. Nailed it. Okay. I nailed it on the first tree too and didn't on the second. So we will see how this goes. A little off, but I'm still going to go with it. Close enough. Okay. Then we have our little hats. And arms and legs. And to be honest, the arms and legs are probably the scariest part for me. So, wish me luck. Oh, this hat should be pretty easy. Famous last words, right? Nailed it. Woo woo. The little hat, which I think I'm probably going to color the little holly berries and the leaves. So I'll use Stampin' Blends. And then, okay, now we have these arms, and these arms scare me. Oh wait, they're right here. If I can get these, another one of my Stamper girls says it's a Stampin' Miracle. And let me tell you, if I get these, it'll be a Stampin' Miracle. Oh, that one is like perfect. Maybe I just need more confidence. See, if you guys think that you're not an amazing stamper, well, you just shove that thought aside and keep stamping, keep practicing, and keep having fun. Because let me tell you, a handmade card is so powerful. I've received a couple cards in the mail recently, customers sending me, a check for an order or, just anything. And I have to tell you, getting a hand-stamped card, getting any sort of like personalized card is just so magical. Like, I don't know what it is, but it makes you kind of stop in your tracks and think like, someone thought of me today. Someone cares. Someone, sent me this. And it's so like made with love and everything. I absolutely love it. Sorry, I feel like I'm getting super deep on this stamping therapy today. Okay, that one wasn't the best, but it's still going to work. So, woo woo! Nailed it. Okay. Now we still have Let It Snow to stamp on our other little circle, and we're going to do that in Flirty Flamingo. Okay, so that I'm not getting super deep with any sort of chaos and emotions or anything, let's chat about something fun and new. Ooh, speaking of Easter, it looks like I had an extra, I have 2 extra arms in there just in case I messed up. I knew myself very well that the chances of having a mess up were pretty strong, but I proved myself wrong. What is your favorite Easter candy? I love it all. Like, I love it all. Peeps, I love Peeps. I know Peeps are kind of controversial and people don't like Peeps, but I love Peeps. And all those new flavors of Peeps, I love those too. They're the best. Yeah, they're just like the greatest thing ever. So whenever I'm building my snowman, I'm actually going to stick the arms and legs and hat on, or there's no legs, the little arms on with a Stampin' Dimensional on the back side. So I'm just going to like put the little like arm there and then secure it on the back side with a dimensional like that. But yeah, I love Peeps. I love jelly beans. When I was pregnant with Claire, Easter happened, and I super feared the glucose test because Easter was still to come, and I didn't know if I could fail the glucose test, find out that I was pregnancy diabetic, whatever that is. I don't know what that word is. Yeah, it's not coming to me right now. But yeah, I passed it with flying colors and was so super excited. And then I enjoyed a lot of jelly beans, like sour jelly beans, Starburst, Jolly Rancher, like all of them are amazing. Now, those old style, like not cutesy ones, those aren't the best. I'm gonna say I could pass up on those probably, but a good jelly bean, amazing. Okay, so I'm getting an orange, a red, and a green so that I can do, which I probably should have done before I like started adding adhesive and everything to make it lumpy, but there's his little orange nose. And the little red holly berries. Also, they're not like super my favorite, but I'll still eat them. Cadbury eggs. I do love Cadbury eggs. Oh, the malted milk balls, the robin's eggs or something. Love those too. Although, and see, it just did it. They kind of give me like a scratching on a chalkboard, but they're still so good, so you just got to power through it. But yeah, they kind of give me the heebie-jeebies with the whole like nails on a chalkboard feel because of that like wafer inside or whatever it is. I don't know. So yeah, let me know. Let me know what your favorite Easter candy is. Speaking of like nails on a chalkboard, what is the weird thing that like drives you nuts that's kind of like the nails on a chalkboard for you that's like kind of weird? So I'm going to call my aunt out on this one. She feels that way about toothpicks or like wooden skewers and stuff. She said she's fine with like a 2x4, like, you know, like a big piece of like nice sanded wood, but like that little like stick stuff, and like if it's like cracked in half and it's all like scraggly and stuff, she just can't handle it. And I find that to be like the weirdest thing ever, but I also think it's funny. I told her I would send her some toothpicks in her next card, and she wasn't very happy about that. But the card that I sent her was a thank you card, and so I just put a little note that said I didn't think my thank you card should have toothpicks in it, so I left it out of this one. But her birthday card might just have toothpicks in it. Maybe. So yeah, let me know what your like weird thing is that you don't like. I don't like nail files. Like, someone else can file my nail. Kinda. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. Someone else can file my nails. Like, I can go have them done. But, like, I can't touch a nail file. And that's just it. That's definitely my thing for, like, my weird thing that gives me the heebie-jeebies. I'm not a huge fan of nails on a chalkboard either. I'll for sure say that. But yeah, I can't do a nail file. Or sandpaper, like all of that. It's just that grit gets me every time. I've gotten a nail file like for Christmas or like as a gift before. Because, I mean, it is a super, you know, like I love having my nails done and stuff. So I love that sort of thing. But yeah, like I stick my hand down in the gift bag and pull out the thing and I like threw it because just not a fan of nail files. So yeah, let me know what your crazy thing is. Of course, if you're just getting on, we're stamping Christmas cards because why not? But yeah, welcome to Daily Dose of Stamping Therapy. And we're just stamping some old kits that I have. So we've already made these fabulous cards. And now we're making this fabulous card, which I'm finishing off. Oh, I already did. I still need a black marker to like color in the hat and make it solid. So I'm going to use my dark basic black memento pad, or memento, oh geez. So many wrong words with that. This is black Stampin' Blends marker. Not an ink pad, not memento. I did stamp the original image in memento because when you're coloring with Stampin' Blends, memento black ink pad, rather than StazOn. StazOn will bleed, and the memento black will be perfect for you. Yeah, that looks better. I left like the band, so it makes the hat like stand out a little bit more, but I left the band like striped white. Don't forget, if you're also just jumping on, make sure to let me know where you live or what your weather's like today. And of course, what you're having for supper tonight. So we can all have some inspiration. Last week, everybody was eating meatloaf. Is that what we're all eating this week? I'm not a huge meatloaf fan. Brad says it's because I haven't had good meatloaf, but I don't know. I've never made it myself. I'm coloring in the little cold buttons that have like a little like white spot on them because they're supposed to like look rounded. But I'm coloring them in black because, I don't know, because I started to color them and I just didn't stop because I can't color in like one and not another. So here is our second set of Christmas cards. I still can't hardly say that. Like, it is not Christmas. And all my body is thinking about is that fabulous sunshine outside and 80-degree weather here in Illinois. So, yeah, I definitely need to go soak that up because I can't believe I'm doing Christmas cards in April. It is nuts. So here are the 4 cards that we did today on Daily Dose of Stamping Therapy. Again, definitely go back and watch the replay. And if you missed the beginning, and if you're watching the replay as it is, then give me a shout out because you guys are fabulous too, and I always go back and reread the comments. Yeah, they say storms are coming here too, but fingers crossed they're not. I know like anytime you go from 80 degrees down to 50 degrees, there's bound to be some storms. So here's hoping they're not severe because we don't really need that right now. So yeah, I hope they're not. I hope we can just have warm weather and nothing else. Maybe some rain, sure, why not? That'll maybe help us dig out the stumps a little bit easier, maybe, or just make it a muddy mess and then we don't do it. Who knows? But anyway, if you want to see more of me, go check out my blog, laurastamppad.com. Of course, you can also check me out on YouTube at Laura's Stamp Pad. That's my channel name. So you can check that out there. Don't forget that I now have virtual stamp classes where you can stamp with me in real time, and together we can make 5 fabulous cards. So Laura's stamppad.com, Laura's virtual classes, and you can see the 2 classes that I have offered right now. I'm working on the 3rd one, which is a Mother's Day themed class. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully it is coming out. I mean, I'm not making any promises. Hopefully it's coming out maybe Friday, maybe Monday. We will see. I'm almost done with all the samples, and then I have to do all of the videoing and then the editing. So I better get going as it's 1 o'clock and time for nap time. So definitely, I hope you guys are all staying safe and healthy, and love, hugs, and prayers to all of you guys. Happy stamping. Bye-bye.